Hey guys, this is Tybo here. I'm going to show you how to make biofuel or ethanol. So a few things you need is a fermenter, of course, a still, either redstone energy conduits or conductive pipes from Buildcraft, um, waterproof piping or liquid ducts, and depending on what you use for the fermenter, you can use water, apple juice. But for this setup, we're going to use water, so aqueous accumulator. And you need some sort of something to ferment with, and some kind of fertilizer or compost. But for this setup, I'll be using fertilizer and compressed plant balls. So this is an example of a setup. So you have stills here, have compressed plant balls, some fertilizer, and then aqueous accumulator to send water. Let's turn this on. And then, so this should be making biomass. Making biomass, and then in this setup I have 10 stills. So these 10 stills should be able to keep up with the two fermenters, since fermenters are pretty fast and stills are pretty slow. And you get your final product of ethanol or biofuel. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. So first you need set some water down, and then disable that, then configure it and make sure it only goes to the top side. Oop, not wrench it. And then place the fermenter, and then you'll see the fermenter is getting water now. After that, you need some liquid ducts, and say we just stick with 3 stills for now. And let's pipe this up. After piping it up, make sure always to set it to output, and don't forget to provide a redstone signal so it can pull the liquids out. And then let's have another one here for the biofuel to go somewhere. Okay, and after you've done that, make sure to wire it up. Oh, and a side note, if you're gonna use BC waterproof piping, make sure to use a wooden pipe here, and use a engine, redstone engine, or a gate, Buildcraft gate, and set it to pulse. And also place over here also if you're gonna use BC piping. Preferably you would want to use gold waterproof piping, but cobblestone or stone piping is good if you don't have the supplies for it. Alright, so let's wire this up. So also for this, if you're not gonna use redstone energy conduits at the moment, you can use the conductive pipes from BC. And then also make sure you have a decent supply of MJ. And power this on. This should be taking power. So this is pretty much like the work foundation of it. And then all you have to do is okay, put some plant balls in here. Fertilizer. Put your fertilizer in here, and it should start making biomass. And biomass is being sent to the still, and soon after that, it will create some biofuel or ethanol. Soon. Oh, there it goes. And that's pretty much your basic setup. Usually I have the fermenter automated with an AE network. So pretty much my AE, you can tell the AE to export fertilizer and compressed plant balls, assuming you have some kind of automation where you have a compressor to make compressed plant balls, but you need some way to make a plant ball which can be made with different things like leaves or saplings. If I look up the recipe for a plant ball, you see either rubber leaves, wheat, sugarcane, various forestry wood or biofuel plenty, leaves, seeds. As you see here, saplings. Yeah, it's pretty much all you can make, and then make plant balls, and then for compressed plant balls, of course, you use a compressor. Uh, and then make sure you have some kind of fertilizer. It only take a forestry type of fertilizer, and so if you look at the recipe for fertilizer, it's either apatite and sand to yield 8, or you have ash and apatite to yield 16. Or you can have sand and dirt and saltpeter to yield 2. But apatite comes in a really huge vein, so it shouldn't be that bad. And then the other type of fertilizer you can use is compost. And then if you look here at the recipe for compost, it's either 4 wheat, 1 dirt, or 4 ash, 1 dirt. It's best that you have like some kind of automated wheat farm from MFR or something, so you can keep up with the production of biofuel, and then so you can make biomass and therefore make biofuel. Alright, this is pretty much the whole setup. Thanks for watching.